What if I told you that getting paid to do something you love could make you love it less? Well, it sounds completely backward, defying the logic we apply to our jobs, our hobbies, our goals, every single day. We assume that adding a reward like money or praise will only increase our desire to perform a task. Yet, a fascinating series of classic psychology experiments reveals something far more complex and surprising about human motivation. In these studies, researchers invited participants to solve engaging puzzles, an activity most people found inherently fun and interesting. They were simply left in a room with the puzzles and observed to see how much free time they would spend on them. Later, the experiment was changed. One group was offered cash per puzzle solved, while another group was offered nothing. Just like before, the paid group worked diligently on the puzzles. The real test came afterward. Researchers left everyone to their own devices during a free choice period, with the puzzles still available. The outcome was startling. The paid group now spent significantly less free time playing with the puzzles, compared to the unpaid group. The external reward had somehow extinguished their internal fire. It was as if their brains had reclassified the activity from play to work. This phenomenon, known as the over-justification effect, holds a critical clue to understanding a deeper truth about what drives us. It suggests that our motivation isn't a simple transaction where more rewards equal more drive. Instead, it's a delicate internal narrative. The moment the story in our heads shifts from, "I do this because it's fun and I choose to I do this because I'm being paid," something essential is lost. We will investigate why forcing motivation often leads to burnout, and how a smarter approach can help you cultivate a more sustainable, effortless drive. It flourishes when our actions feel self-chosen, deeply meaningful, and rewarded in a way that justifies the immense energy cost that our brain calculates for every single task we undertake. If extrinsic rewards are not the answer to sustainable drive and can even be harmful, then what is, the alternative? The answer lies not in finding better carrots or sharper sticks, but in understanding the fundamental architecture of human flourishing. Developed by psychologists Edward Dacey and Richard Ryan, self-determination theory, or SDT, proposes that all humans have three innate, universal psychological needs. When these needs are met, we feel driven, engaged, and alive. When they are thwarted, our motivation becomes fragile, and we feel controlled, alienated, and incompetent. The revolutionary idea behind SDT: motivate by nourishing needs, not by external pressure. This is a shift from control to support. The first and perhaps most crucial psychological nutrient is autonomy. It is the feeling of volition and choice. In studies comparing teaching styles, students with autonomy-supportive teachers show better outcomes than those with controlling teachers. Even when course material is identical, students in autonomy-supportive classrooms report more interest, exert more effort, and achieve a deeper conceptual understanding. They move from "I have to do this" to "I want to do this." To cultivate autonomy, reframe tasks to connect them to your personal values. The second psychological nutrient is competence, our innate need to feel effective, capable, and masterful. For competence, we need two key ingredients: optimal challenge and clear feedback. In daily life, break large goals into smaller, manageable subtasks. Finishing a small part gives a mini hit of competence. The third and final psychological nutrient is relatedness, our inherent need to feel a sense of belonging and connection with others. Yet, study after study shows that social support is one of the strongest predictors of persistence and well-being. This sense of belonging makes people more willing to go the extra mile, not because they are being forced to, but because they feel loyalty and commitment to the group. In neuroscience, motivation isn't just a feeling. It's a complex, continuous calculation deep in the brain. Your brain acts like a sophisticated economist, weighing expected reward versus perceived effort. At the heart of this neural calculation is a powerful neurotransmitter, dopamine. Often misunderstood as the pleasure chemical, dopamine's main role is anticipation and seeking. It's less about pleasure after a reward and more about the drive to pursue it. The system is biased. Dopamine tracks anticipated size and salience of a reward far more than it tracks anticipated effort. This neural architecture leads to a common and often frustrating human experience: the gap between wanting something and having the energy to do it. The doing system is being blocked by a perceived effort cost that feels too high in the present moment. This paradox highlights a critical distinction. Our brains discount the value of future rewards. This is known as temporal discounting. The distant, abstract goal of finishing the app has to compete with the immediate, concrete reward of a funny video or a tasty snack. To truly grasp how powerfully dopamine influences the effort side of the equation, we can look to some remarkable animal experiments. One lever, very little effort. One press, small food pellet. The other lever, many presses, dozens, much larger, more desirable pellet. When researchers raise dopamine levels, behavior flips. The dopamine-boosted mouse almost exclusively picks the high-effort lever. When researchers reduce or block dopamine signaling, the opposite occurs. The mouse won't work for it. The cost of effort feels insurmountable. These experiments visualize what's happening in our own brains. With dopamine firing, we feel capable of tackling huge challenges. With lower dopamine, we may value the goal and like the reward but can't mobilize energy to act. This isn't a moral failing, it's biological. The first and perhaps most powerful tool is the implementation intention. It creates a specific if-then plan that links a situational cue to a desired behavior. When 7 p.m. on Tuesday arrives, you won't have to debate with yourself. The plan is already made. The cue automatically triggers the action. This trigger works by changing the brain's cost-benefit calculation. Pre-deciding the action lowers cognitive load. Our second trigger, temptation bundling, involves pairing a want activity with a should activity. Classic example. Only watch your favorite binge-worthy TV show while on a treadmill or stationary bike. Another example. Only listen to your favorite podcast while doing household chores, folding laundry, washing dishes. Over time, conditioning transfers some positive anticipation from the want to the should. The brain starts coding the workout as less of a pure cost. Our third trigger is the science of friction design. Decrease friction to encourage a desired behavior. If you want to practice guitar, take it out of its case. Put it on a stand in the middle of your living room. Conversely, increasing friction for bad habits can be a superpower for self-control. To stop mindless scrolling, remove social media apps from your home screen. Our final trigger is about turning the principles of leadership and coaching inward. Be your own best coach. Instead of, I have to do this, connect the task back to a deeper value or goal. This feeds your need for autonomy. By becoming a more compassionate, flexible, and understanding leader to yourself, you create an internal environment where your psychological needs are met. The central claim we have explored is that sustainable motivation is engineered. It emerges when we create conditions that make the effort feel genuinely worth the cost. Instead of blaming yourself for a lack of willpower, you can now ask better questions. This shifts your focus from self-criticism to curious, constructive problem-solving. It's about making small, intelligent adjustments that, over time, create a powerful cumulative effect. This is how you stop forcing it and start flowing. Pick one goal you are currently struggling with. Choose one trigger from our toolkit, just one, and apply it today. You have the knowledge to stop fighting yourself and start building a system that fuels your drive automatically. The power to engineer your motivation is now in your hands. If you are ready to continue this journey and master the science of sustainable achievement, follow me for more.